To recognize the presence of anxiety is important because anxiety is most powerful when it's hidden from our attention. When anxiety is hidden, by definition, we cannot make choices to act differently. Hidden anxiety can keep building and building and building to dangerous levels. The most damage that anxiety inflicted in my own life occurred in that breakdown I suffered as a senior pastor of the church. At the point of breakdown, I had stopped sleeping for 2 weeks, started having panic attacks, slipped into deep depression, and basically stopped functioning. But a breakdown like that almost never happens just out of the blue. Anxiety must build over time within one's mind to get to that point of collapse. The key then is to recognize anxiety while it's still building within us. Recognizing anxiety within us is the challenging part. For myself, in the months leading up to the collapse, anxiety stayed unrecognized because I kept narrating what was happening to me as some problem out there, outside of me. For instance, sleep disturbance is a common sign of building anxiety. Before my period of complete insomnia, for months I was already waking up way too early where I couldn't fall back asleep. But I narrated the sleep problem as a problem out there. I explained to myself and to others that it was because of a heavy workload and that I didn't have enough time in my schedule to get all of those tasks done. So I said that my body was just adjusting by waking up early so I could get things done. Notice the narrative push out there. I told myself the problem wasn't that I, Curtis, was feeling anxiety inside me. The problem was the external demand of my workload. One of the things that I would do when I couldn't go back to sleep was think about the conflicts I was having with other pastors on my team. We were in a period of having to consider layoffs because of budget challenges, and another pastor thought of the issue very differently than I did. After one debate with him in a staff meeting, that night, I woke up at 3 a.m., running it over and over in my head, and I couldn't fall back asleep. So I got up and I composed this 5-page email explaining my position and critiquing his, and then I sent it off. Needless to say, he was taken aback. He gently pushed back. Why was this long email coming at him at 3 a.m. in the morning, he asked. Now, in retrospect, I think he was trying to get me to recognize that something was wrong inside me. But once again, I narrated it all as a problem out there, outside of me. I replied to him that in order to lead the team, I needed to frame the church's situation correctly and that the team was taking too long and I had to apply energy and clarify and move things forward. Again, I was deflecting attention to all these problems out there, not recognizing the anxiety within me.